So, now that we have resolved the inner problems, the mindsets of how to lose weight, how to cut fat, now we're going to dive into the to-dos of what do this to lose weight. And the first thing you need to do is to build your plate or eat according to this guide that I'm about to give you. This is backed by top nutritionists like JJ Virgin, even like a program that I used to attend, and like the principles are similar to what I'm about to teach you. So, build your plate. I'm literally referring to the guide right now. Protein, 40%. Vegetables, 30%. Complex carbs, 20%. And the last 10% is healthy fats. So, examples of protein. Lean meats. Chicken, pork, turkey, beef, fish, salmon, tuna, what have you. Sardines. Sardines is a good one. Like, you could cook, like, my helper used to cook. So here's the thing. I have a helper, and you guys might say, oh, I don't have a helper. How am I going to cook my meals? I have no time. Well, you might not have a helper, but you might have the finances to buy healthy meals. You might have the finances to buy healthy snacks. Work with your situation. Like, if you compare your situation and compare it to mine, you're like, oh, he has it so much better. Like, there's no point complaining. Just work with your situation. I used to cook enoki mushroom steamed chicken for my lunch, and that tasted really good. So it's like mushroom plus chicken. What else? Steamed chicken thigh with like soy sauce, with like boiled broccoli. It's like, cook it to something that you like. Like, I would recommend, what's the book? Hold on. I would recommend Sean Stevenson's Eat Smarter Family Cookbook. Like, I've read some parts of the book, but Sean Stevenson is someone that I trusted. I don't need to read the full book to recommend it. Like, I know it's good. And for complex carbs, quinoa. Quinoa is a lot of protein. You need protein to keep you full. So protein is like wood, and carbs are like, or refined carbs are like paper. Your body needs to burn stuff to keep the body engine running. So you want to burn wood, which is slow lasting and can keep for like 4 to 6 hours. The meal can keep you 4 to 6 hours. Whereas if you burn paper, if you burn carbs, it can only last you about an hour 30 or 30 minutes. So you want to burn wood, which is protein. And quinoa has protein. So quinoa is actually a very good complex carb. Or if you want a cheaper option, it could be red rice, brown rice, bit more on the expensive side, black rice, wild rice, or even sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are okay. The reason complex carbs are better than refined carbs is because they are harder to break down. Refined carbs are broken down by the machine, whereas complex carbs, like, your body needs to break it down. When it breaks it down, your blood sugar doesn't spike as high because it's slowly breaking it down. Whereas if like you take a refined carb, it breaks it down really fast. Your blood sugar is like, bah! And then your insulin spikes. And when your insulin spikes, you cannot burn fat. When your insulin is down or your blood sugar levels are down, both of them are down, that's where you burn fat, and that's why you want to have complex carbs. For vegetables, go for more leafy green vegetables because they have the most phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Spinach, kale. Dude, I drink like a green juice every morning. It used to be like lemon, celery, cucumber, spinach, bitter gourd, blah, 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 whatever. It used to be a lot of greens. Now I kind of minimized it to make it a little bit more edible. It's now celery, cucumber, and lemon. So I take it in the morning, so it gives me like a huge energy boost in my state, in my mind. But that could be a source of your veggies. You kind of make it like, that's how you make it easy on yourself by, like, if you already have a veggie source in the morning, like, you don't need to worry so much about the veggie source at night. Although I don't do that, I still take more veggies at night and during lunch. And even like drinking a green juice can help with your concentration. And this whole like eating right, I didn't do it to get 6 packs. I did it so that I could have more mental clarity. But as a result, I got 6 packs. Isn't that like amazing? Examples. Spinach, morning glory. Morning glory is good. Broccoli is a superfood, so go for that. Boiled is best. It tastes very fresh too, in my opinion. Watercress, bok choy, what have you. Healthy fat. Avocado, MCT oil, omega-3, fatty acids like supplements. or you could have sashimi, salmon belly, fatty sashimi, nuts, cashews, almond, pistachios, what have you. So how you want to eat your meals is by the meal spacing rule. Eat breakfast, wait 4 to 6 hours. Eat lunch, wait 4 to 6 hours. And then eat dinner. And then wait 12 to 14 hours. So you eat breakfast again. And this is so, like, my yoga coach was like talking about this, like, oh, you do intermittent fasting. I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, no, it is. It's like intermittent fasting, but like shorter durations. I'm like, oh, cool. I do intermittent fasting. So it kind of is an intermittent fasting and it's not, but the way that it's done is during those meal spacing hours when you are fasting, you don't eat any snacks, you don't drink any sugary drinks. You can drink tea, you can drink coffee, but no sugar, nothing that spikes your blood sugar. No snacks, no food, no Coke, no 100 plus, just tea, coffee, water. And like what you want to do is you want to, this meal spacing window is where you burn fat because your blood sugar is down, so your insulin is down, and when your insulin is down, you can burn fat. And that, you change your body into a fat burner versus a sugar burner. And when you burn fat, that is how you lose fat. If you're constantly snacking, you don't allow insulin to leave your bloodstream. Thus, fat cannot be burnt. If you wait 4 to 6 hours between meals and don't snack, it gives your body a chance to burn the fat that it has stored. This helps you slim down, giving the six-pack you desire. And this can also reduce insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. I used to snack every night. Like, no joke. Every freaking night I used to snack. And that was why I was so fat. And can you imagine having to break that habit of snacking every night? If you study psychology, or even if you don't study psychology, if you're in the self-help field, once a habit has been going on for more than a year or 2 years, I was snacking for 5 years, man, every night. Like, it is very hard to erase. And I was snacking for 5 years and I was even able to erase that habit and build a better habit of just going to sleep. If I can do it, like, anyone can freaking do it. So, the next section is important for progress, for motivation, and to know that you're actually losing weight. You want to track your weight. You want to track your measurements, you want to take weekly photos, and you can, like, to add on, you can track the number of steps you take and the amount of water you intake and your sleep. So with this, you kind of have to trial and error on your own, and you can work with me if you need help, because some of these may work for you, some of these don't. What helped for me was to take weekly photos, to take daily weight measurements, and to track my water and my sleep, and to track the number of steps too. I wasn't so big on the tracking steps or the tracking sleep. Sleep I tracked a bit, but not a lot. But the more you apply, the better it is. So every morning after you use the toilet, number 1 and 2, before eating anything, weigh yourself. Do this with the same clothes or with the same underwear or even no clothes. This is to ensure consistency. You will see that your weight, if you're doing this program right, will drop slowly but surely. Whatever you track, you manage. If you want to manage your weight, you need to measure it consistently. I didn't weigh it every day, man. I had work. But I weighed myself once or twice a week, like mostly on weekends. And I saw my weight drop from 80 to 75 to 70 and now to 64. My lowest was 61, but now I'm trying to eat a bit more because I'm a skinny dude after the program. Like, I'm trying to gain some weight, build some definition, some muscle. Like, yeah, I even measured my body fat. Like, measuring your body fat is very important. Like, I went from 24 to 15%. 15% is when you start seeing a six-pack. 24% was like my, if you go to the first video, is when I had the big ass belly. Like, that's a lot of fat. If you're in the health world, like 15%, 24 to 15% is crazy. Like, damn. Also, taking pictures is key. Sometimes your weight will fluctuate because of the water intake, what have you. So taking pictures are the most consistent way you can see if you are actually losing fat and if your definition of your physique is getting better. So take pictures. I think the most important ones are like body fat percentage and taking pictures. The rest are like, so there's track weight, track measurements, take weekly photos, so it's 3 steps, water, sleep, fat percentage. I think the most important ones are like, if you have to like only do a few, weight, photos, fat percentage. The next important one would be like water and sleep. And then the last ones would be like number of steps and measurements. The measurements, for some it may work, for some it won't. Like, you have to experiment with this. I really don't know. Like, some people may measure, like, and like a few weeks later, like, their measurements actually drop. You have to try. And if you need help figuring this out, book a session with me below. One thing you can also do is to replace your snacks, your unhealthy snacks, like your Twisties, your Pringles, your nachos, with more healthy snacks like cashews. Cashew nuts, walnuts, almonds. They can be salted, preferably like in their natural state, but I mean, if you want to do it like baked or whatever, I ain't stopping you, man. I'm all for that. It's better than nachos. It's like, it's not about getting it perfect, it's about getting better. Baked almonds are better than nachos. Baked cashews are better than nachos. Salted cashews are better than nachos. And yeah, so healthy snack alternatives. Dude, like even on TikTok, there's like so many like freaking healthy snack, like a 5-minute healthy snack, and they have to give you the whole recipe and how to make it too. Like, it's in this day and age, success is very easy. Like, it's all on YouTube, it's all on TikTok. Like, just go find it. I can recommend like the Ultra Mind diet. What is it? The Ultra Mind Solution by Dr. Hyman. They give a lot of like good recipes in there, like snacks, like complete meals. And the book that I recommended just now, Eat Smarter by Sean Stevenson. Yeah, it's very easy to find. Like, just buy a book and then you can get access to all the recipes there. So replace your unhealthy snacks with healthy snacks. I would recommend, like, for people who like supper, I would recommend drinking lots of water at night. Or even like taking like a fiber drink to make you full. Because I did that. Like, I didn't take fiber to make me full. I took fiber to help me shit better. But when I took the fiber, I was full. I wasn't completely full, but I was full enough that I could go to sleep without thinking about eating. So that one helped me a lot. Like, you can use that tip. I try to drink 2.4 liters of water a day, and I even track it. Like, I track it in my coach. I just update it in the group, like, oh, I drank 2.4 liters today, or I drank 1.8 liters today. And if you need accountability, I can support you. Just book a call. Yeah, that's about it. So, to recap, build your plate, track your weight, fat percentage, photos, have healthy snacks, drink lots of water. Stay fly, my guy. Also, want to thank my coach B for supporting me and journeying with me throughout this journey with his accountability and like his endless pushing me and his coaching. Thank you, bro. Thank you.